Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, presenting the roast of Steve Miggs live on stage.
Not that far away, man.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah, this is the opportunity we've all been waiting for, to roast the unroastable. Lots of people going to be there. Men's Room, Ryan Castle, Taryn Daly. So the station is showing up for this blessed event.
Walter Jones, also Fox 13's traffic anchor, Adam Gerke, of course, Walter, Seahawk legend, Ring of Honor, Hall of Fame, best to ever do it.
Yeah. He's going to be the best to ever roasted.
Yeah. Or maybe Craig Gass will be the best to ever roasted. Who knows? I mean, he's done a few roasts in his time. He is a professional comic, after all.
That is a good point, yeah. So this is all happening Friday, April 15th at Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom. This is awesome, man. First time we're all going to get together during an evening, you know, and where we can just hang out and not worry about having to get up the next morning, at least us anyway. And that's cool, man. I hope the same for you. And you want tickets? All right. We got them. They are going fast, so make sure you get them at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Miggs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Miggs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Miggs, you're a loser.
It is time for Beat Miggs. It is Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. And we're on a 2-game winning streak, right?
Who's winning? Not me, I don't think.
No, the Kraken, not you. I know you're a big old loser. You got your ass whacked yesterday.
He's on a two-game losing streak.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, Rem, are you trolling me?
Well, I guess now I am.
Now I know what you mean.
No, I was talking about the Kraken.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Detroit and then Arizona.
Yeah, and they don't play till Saturday, right?
I know, we got a little bit of time.
Damn it.
So to rest up, because they only have like 4 players on the team now.
That's a fair point right there. Let's get to our contestant. We got Chrissy in Oak Harbor. Chrissy, are you there?
BJ Shea!
Who cares? All right, Steve.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Chrissy.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Chrissy will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chrissy, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's get cracking.
At what age in his early 20s did Arnold Schwarzenegger immigrate to the U.S.?
21, 22, 23.
21, yes. Wild turkey is what kind of alcohol?
Bourbon.
Yes. Who created Playboy magazine?
Hugh Hefner.
Yes. A twitcher is someone who watches what animal?
Oh, shoot, pass.
What is the most widely spoken language in Norway?
Swedish?
No.
Pass.
What major car company owns the luxury automotive brand Lexus?
Oh, shoot, Toyota?
Yes. In the Three Little Pigs fable, what was the third pig's house made of?
Bricks?
Yes. In what year of the late 90s was Peyton Manning drafted by the Colts?
98, 99?
98, yes. Margaret Mitchell wrote the novel Gone with the What?
Wind.
Yes. Super Mario Kart was first released on which gaming console?
Nintendo?
No.
Sega?
No.
Oh, pass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
Oh, Chrissy, I hope the Mario is not the difference maker.
It might
I know.
be.
I thought I was going to drop a deuce. I was really excited to get on here. I've been trying for years.
You did way better than a deuce, so
Yeah, you sure
congratulations on that.
There's a couple. Who knows? I mean, Steve may not know a couple of the ones you got right.
There's
so
a lot of room for Steve to lose it in this one.
Come on,
great.
Steve. You can do it for Margaret. Come on.
Yeah, let's keep that losing streak going on there, buddy. Are you ready?
All right.
At what age in his early 20s did Arnold Schwarzenegger immigrate to the U.S.?
Yeah, 21.
Yes.
Oh.
Wild turkey is what kind of alcohol?
Bourbon.
Yes. Who created Playboy magazine?
Hugh Hefner.
Yes. A twitcher is someone who watches what animal?
Twitch.
No.
Oh. Birds?
Yes.
Oh. Nice.
What is the most widely spoken language in Norway?
German?
No.
Austrian.
No.
Deutsch.
No. That's German. Which major car company owns the luxury automotive brand Lexus?
Toyota.
Yes. In the Three Little Pigs fable, what was the third pig's house made of?
Straw.
No.
Hay.
No.
Brick.
Yes.
Yeah.
In what year of the late 90s was Peyton Manning drafted by the Colts?
99.
No.
98.
Yes. Margaret Mitchell wrote the novel Gone with the What?
Wind.
Yes.
Is that why you called her Margaret, BJ? He called our caller.
Oh,
Chrissy
did he?
Margaret. I was
Wow.
like, okay.
Oh, did I say Margaret? Really?
Yes.
Super
I
Mario
suck.
Kart was first released for which gaming console?
Nintendo.
No.
Damn it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You squeak by 8 to 7.
I think you would have known the Gone with the Wind anyway, but that's horrible if I kind of gave it away. But Margaret wasn't really a clue.
Yeah, it really wasn't a clue.
No.
You just kind of weird brained it there on that one.
Sure did. I didn't even know I did that.
Yeah, because right
See?
before we started, you called her Margaret.
Oh, I didn't even realize that either.
And I was like, we're about to start the game. I'm just going to have to. It's just BJ having an old moment. But now it makes
It
sense
really
why.
Wow, I didn't even know I did that. So, Chrissy, sorry for calling you Margaret.
It's all good. I get called all sorts of things.
Whoa.
Have a great Thursday, Margaret.
Yeah, have a good one, Margaret. Call back anytime, Margaret. Have fun.
There you go. Chrissy's
Just for
awesome.
BJ, I'm wearing my Ride the Turtle shirt right now. I couldn't decide whether to wear my
Yeah, roasting everybody
you are
here.
now,
Chrissy,
you're now
you
banned
rock.
from the show. Chrissy, you're banned from the show.
No, Margaret's banned, not Chrissy.
Yeah.
that's
Margaret
right.
can never come back again.
No, we love you, Chrissy. Thanks for playing. Feel free to play anytime because you almost had it.
Yep. Does anybody know the most widely spoken language in Norway?
I'm going to go for English.
No.
All right,
French.
tried.
No. Norwegian.
I would have guessed that next.
That makes a lot of sense, Rev.
I would have guessed it next.
And I was sad I had to be a stickler on this one. Super Mario Kart was first released for which gaming console?
Game Boy.
No.
Nintendo 64.
No.
Super
DS.
Nintendo?
Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Yes, it was
You
the
did
Super
say console.
Nintendo.
That's why I didn't get all over you on that.
Yeah. So, very close, but you still got your win. You're back on the winning ways there, buddy.
Felt
Congrats.
good. That felt good.
I really wanted to nitpick on that, but I couldn't. All right. Well, poor Margaret. Anyway, there's a woman on Reddit who says, actually, speaking of Reddit, never mind. I want to talk about Nick Cage. We'll talk about that woman later. Nick Cage, great video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. He is answering questions about himself. I am telling you, Nicolas Cage is getting back in my good graces. After the history of swear words, which was fantastic. If you haven't seen it on Netflix, it is worth a watch. And Nicolas Cage is great in that.
See, I never was out of graces with Nick Cage.
Yeah, I mean, he just did some questionable movies. But you of course, like Ghost Rider, and you liked a lot of that stuff, which
Didn't
I
like
did.
Ghost Rider too, so I'm not just saying it to troll you guys.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I saw it in the theaters, and I enjoyed it.
Again, I know that
Did
you
you
went and
really?
spent money. Yeah, he paid money.
I did. Or it was a screening. I don't know. It might have been free.
Yeah, it probably was free. Yeah. So if you haven't seen this video, check it out on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. He's answering questions. Nick Cage is answering questions about himself.
TIL, Nicolas Cage and Gary Oldman were the original choices to play Harry and Lloyd. Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was Jim from the beginning. I know Jim wanted me to be in it with him, but I wanted to do a little movie called Leaving Las Vegas instead. What would the most annoying sound in the world have sounded like, though?
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I don't know how to answer that.
Oh, he doesn't. He must not know the movie in order to know what that was a reference
I just
to.
love the part where he's like, really? I was up for that movie? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Well, and Leaving Las Vegas is arguably one of the best movies he's ever done.
After Ghost Rider.
No. Yeah. So you really can't blame him for doing that movie. Here's more questions that Nick is answering.
At 15 years old, he tried to convince his uncle, Francis Ford Coppola, to give him a screen test, telling him, I'll show you acting. That's in fact, that did happen. And I was met by silence in the car.
That's awesome. That is awesome that, his uncle, of course, is definitely a big wig in Hollywood at the time. And here's this 15-year-old kid going, I'll show you acting. And he's like, you know what? If you weren't my brother's kid, I'd just open the door right now and kick you out.
Shut up, kid. Keep dreaming about being Superman.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Who knows? Who knows, Steve? Almost everybody's being Superman these days, so why not?
I still am holding out hope.
Here's one more question that Nicolas Cage answered.
For Birdie, in order to physically feel the pain of his character, remove 2 teeth without any anesthesia. Yeah, anesthesia. Yeah, that's a fact. But so you don't think I'm completely out of my mind, I had to pull the baby teeth out anyway. The timing of it worked out. It made me seem like a method lunatic, but the truth is it was something I had to do anyway.
Oh, wow. That is, talk about good timing. The role that you're playing happens to involve you pulling out teeth that you need to have pulled out.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Funny you guys want me to do that. So he still had baby teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was for the movie Birdie in 85. And he they had been planned previously, but he scheduled the procedure to coincide with the shooting schedule to lend his experience to playing a Vietnam War vet with a facial injury.
Can I ask a stupid question then?
You sure can.
Okay. So if he rips out his baby teeth, does his adult teeth grow even though he's now an adult, or does he have to have just fake teeth?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a dentist or orthodontist person, so I really don't know what the window is for your new teeth. Because I thought that they were getting pushed out in the first place. The reason they fall out, I thought, was because they were getting pushed out by the new guys.
Right. I don't think they fall out, and then it's like something says to the adult ones, like, it's time for you to grow. Like, I think your way is the right way. So I'd imagine he has fake teeth then.
There are cases I've heard of people that never had their adult teeth. So when, they still have their baby teeth. So either they have to have them removed and put all fake ones in.
Oh, so they do have to go fake.
They just have to live life with baby teeth.
Yeah, which I don't imagine one looking that great. Look.
Because you knowing people that have baby teeth, and when they smile, you're like, it is weird. Your teeth don't look big enough for your head. And you're like, oh, that's why.
See, I knew a couple people. I remember the first time someone said, oh, yeah, these are my baby teeth. And I wish they never would have told me, because for the rest of the time I knew that guy, I couldn't stop looking when he would talk. I would just stare at his teeth. Like, I was fascinated by it. Prior to that, I probably thought they were his teeth were a little bit smaller, but it never was something where I was fixated on it or even curious what was going on. I was like, oh, you just got smaller teeth. But when somebody tells you they still have their baby teeth, it's just, you just want to you're fascinated by it.
Suddenly just staring at their mouth.
Yeah,
right. It's so weird, man.
It is really hard. Anything that's, where you have to look at somebody when they speak, but they have something going on in their face, their teeth or whatever. I have a good excuse for that because I read lips, so that's what I tell everybody is like, look, I hope you don't mind that I'm not making eye contact, but I can't hear a lot, so I'm reading your lips partly, so that way I can look at the weirdness about you and you don't even know I'm looking at you weirdly.
If I saw baby teeth, I think every once in a while I'd bust into baby talk just to mess with people.
Oh, would you do that?
Yeah.
Baby teeth, that's what I would do.
In the middle of the baby poop? And why'd you do that? I'm like, oh, it's my baby teeth. It makes me talk like a child. I have to go to the bathroom.
Right,
my bad.
Well, see, it's unfortunate that you never got to have your baby teeth, Steve. You could be living a charmed life.
Now, Vicky's just looking at all these different pictures of people with baby teeth.
Of course she is, because none of us asked her to do it, but she's going to do it anyway.
Well, I'm happy she did. It's fun to see.
See, you're a bad influence. Do not, because I don't want Vicky to show me pictures I don't want to see.
Okay,
they're not bad, but all right.
Yeah, they're just teeny tiny teefies.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would I might get freaked out and have dreams of like tiny teeth people coming at me.
Would you eat tiny food just to kind of? I would be the worst person. I'd be wanting to troll people. I would get those little tiny corns and eat them.
Oh, if you were the baby tooth guy, you'd have everything bite sized.
Yeah, or
I can't have that candy
they have
bar.
those little mini soda bottles, the ones that are like 5 ounces, I think they are, or something like that.
Yeah,
Just drink
exactly.
that.
I like that's
good
where you
idea.
went for. When you said that, I'm like, are you just going to be eating baby food, those little pouches and stuff? But your little baby corn idea is fantastic.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah. I mean, bite-sized everything, Steve. I love this. Oh, yeah.
So ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
We got a new study that looked into the top ways that we snoop on potential dates. And I'm wondering, have you been guilty of doing any of them? I'll tell you at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do 2 things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Okay, so we be dating in the online world, and we also be snooping in the online world, apparently.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. 73% of online daters say, yep, they have snooped on a potential date before. And here's how we're vetting people, man. We got the ability.
An FBI agent.
Yeah. Well, your social media accounts, which I am surprised at how dumb some people are, with their social media. Because if anybody wants to figure you out and you're acting like an idiot on social media, they're going to figure you out. I mean, like dating or a job application, they just look your name up and there you are.
Yeah, I was about to say that applies to more than just dating, but I know in dating, I think Vicky has shared some stories in the past that crack me up. Is like people will hit her up for dates and then she'll click on their profile and either the picture has it or the about me has it, and the dudes are married, and you're like, you're not even doing a good enough job covering that part up.
Yeah, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, many a times they're like, hey, can I take you out sometime? And their picture is them with their wife
and kid, or
like, really, bro? Yeah, like,
in all fairness, that might be a relationship where that's something that's okay, but at least preface, like, say, hey, I know my picture looks like I'm married. We're down with extra help.
And I am.
I have a lot of poly friends, and when I have been asked out by people in poly relationships, they always say, I'm in a poly relationship, this is my main spouse, I would like to take you out.
Would you like a pineapple? Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, the upside down pineapple, baby.
Would you like an upside down pineapple? My bad,
that's
BJ.
what it is.
Yeah,
okay.
If they don't preface it that they're poly, then I'm immediately thinking they're cheating.
I just find it so bizarre that there's so many women named Polly in these relationships. Right. I feel like, that's maybe you give the name of that kid, that she's going to get around. No, too soon. Okay, so checking someone's social media account, that is a big way. Almost half of us have used that to snoop on a potential date. 1 in 4 will also snoop around on the person's friends and family, so they'll go deep into their social media.
Well, like they want to know like what kind of like dad they have, so maybe like their future father-in-law. He likes college football. I hate college football.
Well, or if he's definitely just somebody that leans a particular way from a philosophy, and sometimes your fathers and mothers can't help but just go on Facebook and go, let me tell you what I think about issue A, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to have to listen to those conversations once I meet the parents. I'm out.
So the reason why, not me, I would never do this, but why some ladies might snoop is if the guy is smart enough to hide some of his pictures on Facebook. If you're not Facebook friends, you can't see all his pictures.
Oh,
so
right.
If you happen to see that their parent or sister is on there, you go to theirs to see if they have any pictures there.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
That's Vicky.
I could also see, going back to like what BJ was talking about, like I could see somebody who had like a bad like father-in-law, mother-in-law experience, or even you weren't even married, but you know what I mean, and you're like, I never want to deal with that kind of situation again. And then so when you're digging a chick or a guy, you're like, let me see what their family's like before because I've had those experiences before, and it's like, I don't know if I want to deal with the crazy sister banging on my door again.
It's definitely a whole new way of vetting that was not around when I was dating. And honestly, I mean, if I was able to vet some of the people in my wife's life, I'm not too sure I would be with my wife. And I think she could say the same for me. I mean, I've got some people in my family that'd be like, no way, don't look them up. They're idiots. Don't go deep to in my family. You don't want to do that. So that's what we're doing. 37% of people say they Google, the people's name. That's interesting. I mean, if they show up in a crime, that would be nice, right? At least you have,
Last week's top story.
Yeah.
Armed robbery. You're like, oh crap. I wonder why that guy is not available next week. He has a court hearing.
Yeah, he's kind of in jail. So that's what we be doing. We be snooping.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So lots of different ways people are snooping on someone they are potentially dating. So we want to know this, based on this whole thing. What strange thing did you find out about someone that you dated? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. So, help us in our paranoia. What strange thing did you find out about someone that you dated? Calls and texts after Shinedown.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A new survey was done on the ways that people snoop on someone they are potentially dating, and we were wondering, okay, based on your dating experience, what did you find out about someone that, you did indeed date? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
The texts are coming in, BJ. One person said, I went on a date. She was a kleptomaniac. She said shoplifting turned her on. Who am I to judge? We banged that night and I never dated her again.
And she went on to do Stranger Things, and she's fantastic in it, right?
Winona Ryder's not the only kleptomaniac in the world.
I feel like she's the most famous. Can you think of any other famous person we know that's going to went on a stealing spree?
Wasn't there a local newscaster? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I
don't want to dime. I don't know if it's alleged or if she actually
it is alleged, and also I don't think
she's no longer with us.
Well, that's that's kind of narrowing it down. But I was going to kind of be vague about it. Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't
think there's more than one newscaster that sadly has left us.
I don't know. Of all the female newscasters,
I never even said it was a female, did I?
I thought you said her.
Oh, I did. Never mind.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm not good at this.
No, you're really not good at this at all. And it was alleged. I mean, and here's the other thing. The person you're talking about had guested on my show a couple times and was fantastic. I mean, really, really.
Also, she commits crimes. Who cares?
Well,
as long as she's a good guest on the radio.
I don't want to besmirch her good name if she did not. Only because she was also a really cool person, too. So, I think I'm going to go with Winona still.
And I think that person is still alive.
Oh, now you've made it even easier to figure out.
Wait, Rev, show me who you're talking about, because the one I'm thinking about is not alive.
No, I'm pretty sure that Rev's right. Now, come to think of it, I think I was getting my lines crossed. I don't think the one you're thinking.
I heard it was that person. No. I'm with you, Steve. I heard it was the person that was alleged is the one that's no longer with us.
I think Rev's right.
Write down the name of who you think.
I can't remember her name.
Well, Rev knows.
It's not the one that died.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Rev. Rev obviously knows who it is.
Yeah.
Oh. I always thought it was the other person.
No, it's that one. Yeah,
she was never on our show.
I checked the rumor mill on the old internets.
Yeah. Oh, so did it ever get confirmed, Rev, or just a rumor mill?
It's all just been rumor mills and hearsay.
Oh, well, that makes it even better. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. Our good friend, may she rest in peace, Kathy Gertzen is not who we're talking about.
Yes, that's not her.
Kathy Gertzen was not there were no rumors about her, and she was an amazing broadcaster and also a really good friend of the show. Really cool person. Really loved Kathy a lot.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, so good. I'm glad to clear her name.
Yeah.
That wasn't mentioned until we could mention that it wasn't her we were talking about at all.
Right. So now,
this went really well.
It could be any of the female broadcasters out there.
Yeah. Oh, I really, you know what? And that is amazing, because that person who is suspected, Rev, is like, you would just never, ever in a million years think that they would be that, because they're so credible. Like, they've done so much good in the community, and they were an amazing broadcaster. I mean, I just can't believe that they also might be that. Winona Ryder. I mean, it's just nuts.
Winona Ryder used to do the news here in Seattle.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with Winona. There you go. So
man, that's the trip, especially when I don't know, because he had all that money. But whole other topic.
Well, kleptomania, I mean, they've come to, it's not necessarily about what you need. It's about that adrenaline rush, that thrill, that whatever.
How about this one?
The other ways, man.
I was eating dinner with a former girlfriend while the news was on. A very attractive male reporter came on to do the report. When my girlfriend points out she used to date him. Of course, I asked if he was better in bed, and she just gave a chuckle. It was a great way to see that I was the downgrade.
Why would you even ask that?
Well, yeah,
don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Yeah,
guys can't help it because they take they're swinging for the fences hoping that they're better.
I've never once asked that question.
Because you want to believe that, wow, I'm better than, that newscaster guy or that athlete or that celebrity. But you know what? Chances are you're not.
And hard facts, I am.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve.
The best result for me is like you say, oh, yes, dear. And I'm like, oh, you're just condescending. Like there's at no point am I going to believe that I am at that point.
Right. There's no winning.
None.
I feel like, and Vicky, maybe you can back me up on this. I feel like women don't marry the best sex they've ever had. I feel like
I've never been married, so I don't know if I can back you up on that. Thank you for reminding me. I've never been married.
Well, you got friends, though, right? I mean, and I would argue that. I mean, I don't know, Vicky. Whoever you, and then unless you end up getting somebody that's amazing at the beginning, I mean, the best sex you ever had, or the most impressive person is probably, physically, it's probably not the one you're going to be living with your whole life because there's a lot more that goes into marriage than just sex.
Well, based on like my best friend who is married. And I asked her about it because he seems like a really chill, sweet guy. He's like, no, he rocks my world. Like,
really?
He is all kinds of crazy, and I'm like in a good way.
So then it's just my wife, is what we're saying. Is that the only?
Well, hey, we didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
It's always great you say those things when your daughter is sitting right next to you.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's on me this time. I can't really.
Yep, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Dad. Thanks for that.
Oh, earmuffs, Sarah. Earmuffs.
Yeah, too late. This is about my friend. She met this guy when she was in New Orleans, and they had a great night together. They ended up spending the entire time together when she was there. They exchanged numbers, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to be traveling around the States a lot. Like, I'll come visit you." So when she came back here, she had his Instagram handle. So we stalked his Instagram, found out his full name, and immediately went on Google. A mugshot comes up.
Whoa.
And I'm like the hopeless romantic. So I'm like, okay, maybe, he just had weed on him or something. We read the article, and he actually got arrested for biting a chunk of his ex-girlfriend's face off.
What?
Yes.
He Mike Tyson his ex-girlfriend?
Oh, in all fairness, he only did the ear.
Yeah.
No,
this
I think
one's
it was
more
like a chunk
hardcore.
of her cheek.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he had just got out of jail.
That's
and was in New Orleans celebrating.
Did he eat bath salts or something like that? Or
I have no idea. My friend was telling me all of this, and I was like, I don't know if this is a story I would just be sharing with everyone.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was like, well, thank goodness you're okay, and your face is there fully, because you never know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, see, this is why, man, we were hopelessly ignorant in my day. You didn't know anybody who was biting faces off back then. You just hoped that they were Mr. and Mrs. Right.
We call that the good old days.
Yeah, ignorance was bliss, wasn't it?
You can sleep with whoever you want and talk to whoever you want, and it'd be fine.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Oh, man.
She's okay, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good news.
This one's pretty funny, BJ. It's a real quick one, but it's pretty funny. It says, I was dating a girl. She said she was a huge Seahawks fan. She said that after I told her I'm a season ticket holder and that we'd probably go to games in the future and all that. We just started dating. I thought something was fishy as she didn't know much of the team history, though, when we started chatting more. Well, I checked out her MySpace page. Oh, this was a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of pics in her in 49ers gear.
Ooh, wow. That's it.
She said her ex-boyfriend was a big 49ers fan, so she became a fan for him. Dumped.
Wow, but I mean, she could have then become a big Seahawks fan for him.
But she could have also
too wishy-washy.
Yeah, she could have also been a spy trying to sneak in on the other side.
Wow. All right.
That's what I choose to believe.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, either way, though, yeah, you know what? Sorry, miss. But you know what? Seahawks bros before you.
49er hose.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
All
I knew
teams.
there was a rhyme in there somewhere.
She could have been like a Titans fan at least.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Something.
Titans? Who's a Titans fan?
Somebody we don't care about.
Hopefully someone in Tennessee. I don't know.
One of the biggest pop songs of the last few years nearly killed a man. Oh, yeah. As the song gave him a heart attack You're going to hear from him at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.